7:35 now, new this morning, keeping the electricity flowing for people who live in Sharpsville.
And too often, power outages are caused by the osprey birds that migrate to the area in the spring.
First News on Fox reporter Alexis Walters talked with PennPower about how a new change will not only protect the birds, but also improve your power. She joins us live now. Alexis.
Good morning, guys. Well, I'm live this morning. I'm at the Shenango Lake where the osprey birds like to migrate every year. Now, when they come here, what they like to do when it gets warmer is they like to nest up on poles right along the Route 18 causeway that runs across Shenango Lake. And they like to do that because they like to be high up off the ground on sturdy surfaces. Now, to stop these birds from doing this, because it caused power outages, it caused pole fires, PennPower started putting up these things that you can see behind me. They're platforms, nesting platforms, and there was a bird, an osprey, hanging out up there just a few minutes ago. He's gone away right now, but I'm sure he'll be back in just a few minutes. But they put these platforms up to kind of deter the birds from nesting on top of those poles to avoid the power outages and pole fires. But when they tried to do that, put plastic barriers up, they really had no luck. So recently, PennPower took out the large wooden cross arms that you would normally see across the causeway here on Route 18. And what they did is replace them with fiberglass ones. Now, the fiberglass are too thin and can't hold the weight of these sometimes 3-foot wide heavy nests. Now, the power source should be more reliable year-round.
Customers who were served by the line over Route 18, they were rerouted onto another power line, so there was no impact to those customers. It will benefit those customers now because if that other line were to go out, we can now switch them over to the new line.
Best lighting, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Now, they didn't replace all of the poles along the lake for one reason, because the fiberglass poles are very expensive, but when they did so, it was at no cost to the customers. They pulled funds from their capital funds to put those fiberglass poles in. Now, the hope is that, as you saw behind me, those birds will continue to nest on those nesting platforms, and it will deter them from trying to kind of go towards those poles, which they can't nest on. So they are safe, and for the customers who are using power along Route 18, they are expected to, as I said, have year-round power, that if one line goes out, they will not be without power from those birds and all as they nest along the lake. For now, live at Shenango Lake, Alexis Walters, First News on Fox.